Next up, let's take a look at the watch list and alert system in TradingView. So on the right side of your screen, you'll see more buttons, more options to customize and utilize these different capabilities in TradingView. The first one we'll start off with is the watch list. Now, if you click on this square with the multiple lines, this is your watch list. If you're using a brand new account, I believe it is pre-populated or pre-filled with various indexes. I think Apple is on there, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the S&P. If you want to, you can keep them. In case you don't want to, if you hover over them, there will be an X where you can click on that X and that will remove the asset from your watch list. I'm not going to do that because I like my watch list the way it is. As you can see, I have Bitcoin, Ethereum. I have a couple different Ethereum. I actually have Ethereum to the US dollar on Coinbase. As you can see to the left of the icon, to the left of the menu bar, we see Coinbase real time and the market is open. That is a good way to just quickly hover to see what's going on. Is the market open? I also have Ethereum to Bitcoin. So I see Ethereum's measurement in Bitcoin. And these are two different charts, and we'll talk about measuring cryptocurrency in Bitcoin or in other cryptocurrencies in a future lesson. So be sure to look out for that. I'm not sure. I don't think there is a limitation to the watch list. It might be up to 50, but within that we can create multiple watch lists. As you can see, this watch list has 36 assets listed. If I want to add a symbol or add a new item, I can click that plus icon and then I can search for whatever asset I'm looking for. So let's say maybe I want to add Maker. Maker, here we go, MKR. And let's say maybe I want to add MKR to Tether. I can click add to watch list, and as you'll see, all the way at the bottom of my watch list, Maker to US dollar was added. And I can click on any of these items and this will automatically bring up its chart. So here's the Maker chart. Here's the Shiba Inu chart. Here is the Atom chart. So this is a great way to pre-save coins or any assets that you're currently watching that you possibly want to trade or you're invested in or you want to keep an eye on. I also, not only do I mainly focus on cryptocurrency, but I also have on my watch list the US dollar currency index to see how the dollar strength is doing. I also have the S&P 500 to see how traditional markets are doing, oil, the US government bond yields and the 10-year yields as well, the NASDAQ, the Dow Jones Industrial Average. These are good to just have on the watch list just to see what's going on, even if you're mainly focused on crypto. And within the watch list, I can also slide things up and down. So let's say maybe I want to have this higher. I could just scroll up, drag and drop essentially. And if I don't want it anymore, I could right click. I could add it to a different watch list. I could flag it. I could color code it. And if I don't want it anymore, I could just hover over it and click on that X to remove it. Now within the watch list, I could share my watch list, make copies, rename the watch list. I could import somebody else's watch list as well. I could clear the list, and I could also customize the column. So right now, as you can see, it's sorted by symbol. I could see the last traded price of each asset. So crypto.com coin, we see crypto.com. Here is its last traded price, 0.435 cents, give or take. The percentage change in the past 24 hours. And we also can see the volume. I can also stretch out this list as well. If you hover over the left side column, you can stretch this out to get a bigger view, a more clearer view of what is going on. I also have volume set, but if we wanted to, we could actually alter what columns or what is being displayed, we could not only just display the change percentage, but we could also display the change amount in the past 24 hours as well. If we want to have not only the ticker display, but also the description. So here we see Bitcoin to US dollar, the full description. I prefer the ticker just to keep it short and sweet. It's just the watch list. Beyond that, we also see options below that to, once we hover over our asset, we see a relatively quick, short analysis, a technical analysis where we see Bitcoin to the US dollar. It's on Coinbase. This is in the crypto category. We see the markets open, the price of the last currently traded price of Bitcoin, its price change in the past 24 hours. We also see the bid level. So here's the lowest bid. The red would be the lowest sell. So I'm sorry, this would be the highest bid, and this would be the lowest sell. And in case you're unfamiliar, please be sure to check out our exchange section in our lesson package for more on asks and bids. Below that, you'll see more key stats, the volume, and how that compares to the average volume in the past 10 days. So right now, Bitcoin is only seeing 9.527 thousand Bitcoin traded. Sometimes this is measured in dollars, sometimes this is measured in Bitcoin, this is measured in dollars, and compared to the average volume to 13.243 thousand. And we also see various performance measurements in terms of its weekly performance, monthly, 3-month, 6-month, its year to date, which would be the measurement of the start of the year. So in this case, January 1st, 2022. And in its year performance, which would be the measurement of its performance from January 18th, 2021, compared to today being January 18th, 2022. Below that, we'll see more technicals, sell indicators, and whatnot. If we click more technicals, these are somewhat useful to take a look at. I don't buy into them too much because they'll tell you it's a sell where sometimes it's at the bottom of a range, and I would not buy into this too much. We'll talk more about indicators and how to use them in our indicators section. Now, following Watchlist, we'll take a look at the next option, next offering, which is the alert system. So the alert system in TradingView is extremely useful. Let's get back to Bitcoin first before we dive into that. It's extremely useful because sometimes you can't look at the charts, right? We all have lives. We can't just look at charts all day, all night. Sometimes it's useful to have an alert set so that way, in case Bitcoin, right now it's $41,000 per Bitcoin. Let's say I want to set an alert so that way I know that if Bitcoin falls below $40,000, I am alerted and I can look at the chart and maybe I want to make a purchase. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying that's something that maybe I just want to have an alert set. So what I can do is I can go to this alert tab, create alert, and here we see various conditions on what I want to set this alert to. So I'm creating an alert on Bitcoin to the US dollar. The condition, so I'm going to set it to, I want the condition to be whether or not Bitcoin to the US dollar is crossing, and there's a lot of different options you can set. I'm going to have it so it's just generally crossing either up or down, and I'm going to set it to a value. I want to set it to $40,000. So if Bitcoin, there we go. If Bitcoin were to fall below $40,000, I'm going to have an alert pop up, and I can set the option so that it only happens once, or if it happens every time, that means it's reoccurring. We could set an expiration date. So right now, depending on your trading plan, on your TradingView plan, you might have only a month expiration time, a maximum allowance time for the expiration for your alerts. Whereas if higher paid plans, you can have just infinitely reoccurring alerts. So we'll just keep ours set for 218. And if we want to have it open-ended, we can. Once again, you'll see here, this is one alerts that never end. Alerts on your plan expire after 2 months. That's the plan that I have. But if you want to have non-expiring alerts, you can take a look at TradingView's premium plans. And we also see options if we want to have it notify on the app, show pop-ups, if you want to have it send an email, and you could also have a message, send email to SMS, which is essentially TradingView will send an email that is synced with your phone number. And that way, if you're out and about, not only will you get a notification on your phone app or on your computer, you'll also get a text message, an email to text conversion. You can name your alerts, you can set a message for it. And if I want to hit create, now it's set. We see our alerts and our alert listings here. I have previous ones from AVAX. We could remove those. We'll keep those for now. In case you want to remove or pause, you can hover over the alert and you'll see a stop button, a pause button. You'll see a cog to edit. And essentially that just brings up the same menu that you used when you created the alert. You'll see an X to remove them. You can sort the alerts or search for specific alerts. Now, in this case, I set this alert for a certain price crossing, right? And you'll see that there's now a line, a dashed orange line on my chart. And that tells me that, hey, this is now an alert, a live alert, that if the price of Bitcoin that we see here were to fall below this line, I'm going to get an alert. And it's the same thing in the reverse. So let's say if the price of Bitcoin was $37,000. If I have this alert for $40,000 set, if Bitcoin were to cross above it, I'm going to get an alert to not only to my my desktop app, and it's going to show up on my computer, it's going to show up on my phone or maybe my tablet if I have TradingView set up on there. And also I can have it set so that I get an email if this were to occur as well. Now, if I want to delete an alert, I could right click on it and hit remove. I could also do the same from the alert menu and hit the X to remove it as well.